Star Wars isn't quite dead enough yet, right? Because we have this story. Upcoming Ray Solo movie film director Shameen Obaid Chinoy says, it's about time we had a woman come forward and shape the story. Have you ever been in touch with the story group? Right? Okay, let's see what happens when women shape the story. Well, we had Ahsoka. How's that season 2? Oh, no season 2. Really? How about when women shape the story for Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? When he's looking after baby Leia. No season 2 there. Why? Why is that? What success have you had with women shaping the story? Here, we've got a couple of good video clips of this. And second.
Balance of activating a force for change.
Blimey. This is the panel from hell. Meryl Streep. Now, Meryl Streep, darling, your good friend Harvey Weinstein was a multiple rapist and abuser. Oh, was that Jon Stewart? You knew that too. Why'd you keep quiet about that, Meryl? Right? Well, you didn't know. You're a moron, or are you a liar? Right? It's it's just like, and that's was it Rebecca Derner? I can't remember the name, but yeah, it's like, again, Meryl Streep. You stood there at the award section, it's wagging your finger at the world, saying, "How dare you vote Donald Trump?" You protected a multiple rapist and sexual abuser for years and years and years and years. Right? Don't give me this bullshit. Don't get this bullshit you're a feminist, because you fucking couldn't, you have nothing going for women.
But also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure. And is that...
Oh God, Jon Stewart. Like, when did Jon Stewart dick fall off and he grow a vagina? I don't know.
That a part of the calculation of your art as well, and what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like...
Oh, absolutely. I mean, really? I mean, for fuck's sake, darling. You don't look like somebody who's really into Star Wars.
To make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you need to deal with that, right? Because you sound like a sexist cunt to me, right? Why do you enjoy making men uncomfortable? Why do you have that chip in your shoulder? Right? Oh, what? You want to tell me that women are somehow disadvantaged in the Western world? Really? What? The most privileged group of people in the history of our planet, right? And you want to make us that? What? Yeah. How did you grow up wanting to make a Star Wars movie? Oh yes, please.
Not you.
This is a moron. Sexist. Oh, I like sexism. Idiot.
Just not you.
Point taken. Point taken.
But it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, "I am here," and recognize that. I
do recognize that. I recognize you're here, not on merit, not on meritocracy. I recognize you're here because of your gender, because of your political views, and because of your skin color. I think you're setting back women in the world massively because you have absolutely destroying the any idea of meritocracy, right? And, I feel bad for like women who are like sane and normal who want to make it in the industry now, right? They don't have a chance because of short-sighted, bigoted little moron cunts like you.
Recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude.
Oh, thank you for telling me, Mummy. Maybe you need to change your attitude. Maybe you're the one that's the dumb cunt, right? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
It's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection.
Well, has that ever happened to you? Let me ask you: Are you making Star Wars as a political statement or to make an entertainment? Right? Oh, does that make you uncomfortable? Are you going to look in the mirror and feel uncomfortable? No, because you're a an ego-driven piece of shit.
And then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. You are not going to convince me of that, right? I'm sorry, because I don't think your opinion is such a good one. So there's more of this.
And the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film.
Oh, yay! Why not give somebody who actually likes Star Wars? You ever think of that? Ever think of that crazy idea?
It's set to be released in 2026. You can.
I will believe it. Maybe it will. But like, I got to see those cameras start rolling. I don't think they even have a script yet, do they?
Say that the Force is strong with this one.
No, they would only say that if they have no idea what Star Wars is and you're a clueless Karen.
Here's Sharmina Beit-Shenoy.
You know, I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special.
When you say special, you mean unwatchable shit? Yeah, I think that too. I think you're about to create unwatchable shit. I tell you, is that Sadiq Khan? Wait, is that Sadiq Khan there with the next to Kathleen Kennedy? I mean, it all makes sense, obviously. What is this? The troglodytes of evil? So you got, what's his name? Leslie Headland, Dave Filoni, again, another man whose penis has fallen off and grown a vagina. No idea who that bloke is. Kathleen fucking Kennedy, right? The harbinger of doom, right? The least qualified movie producer of all time, the most destructive movie producer of all time. The one person who had a clue they fired after Mandalorian season 2, Favreau, and this untalented piece of man-hating, bigoted, sexist, probably racist as well, sexist filth. Oh yeah, so Star Wars.
And we're in 2024 now, and I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy.
Well, again, what about Star Wars for the last 10 years? When it was exclusively shaped by women, and it exclusively lost billions upon billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. Well, millions of dollars. You've lost about. I think the worth of Star Wars has lost $2 billion. Right? It was sold for $5 billion. I don't think you can get more than $3 billion for it, and you'll be lucky for that. Honestly, maybe a bit. It's just completely devalued. Critical Drinker explained this as PD Rich. She's heavily unqualified to direct a Star Wars film. Really? You picked up on that?
See far, far away.
Right. So then again, this is where we were with Doctor Who just now. The normies started noticing it, right? The normies started picking up on this. There we go. Doink.
Men feel uncomfortable. Guess what? They're not going to watch it, and I'm certainly not going to be the one to.
Do you not remember that Charlie's Angel meme? Right, it was wonderful. You had was it Elizabeth Banks, who again I quite liked her work, right? And the film she made, the Charlie wasn't a terrible movie. It was just sold as being woke shit, frankly. Right, but no. So that meme was like, exactly what this woman's saying. Oh, I like making men feel uncomfortable. This is for men. And then she's mad at men for not going to see the movie. Well, fuck you, darling. Make something that I want to see, and I'll see it.
Pull it up. So just like Captain Marvel, when they try to put these women first agendas into these action movies, they flop. And this is going to do the same.
To that end, a few data points. Try That in a Small Town, #1 on iTunes. Sound of Freedom earns $100 million. Top Gun.
Yeah, exactly. All these non-woke movies performed fantastically. Right? All these non-woke films of it performed fantastically. Sadiq Khan and Kathleen Kennedy, The Empire. That really is.
Breaks Memorial Day.
You know, I'm sorry. If I was given Star Wars and unlimited money, I would actually have a villain of like an imperial vestige run by Sadiq Khan and Kathleen Kennedy, surrogates, like lookalikes. I would so do that.
Weekend record: Modelo, Best Bud Light, Ben & Jerry's loses $2 billion, Disney loses $900 million, but best of
it was more than 900 million.
luck to the feminist director. I'm sure yours will be a hit. Yeah.
That's why I am a Trekkie and not Star Wars.
You're not a Trekkie. It was like that, not like this, you dumb idiot. Trekkie and look, Star Trek did, of all the great franchises, Star Wars has had the most successful strong strong entries in the last 10 years. You had Picard season 3, Strange New World season 1, and I kind of like the first 6 or 7 episodes of Discovery, right? You've had nothing watchable whatsoever coming out of Marvel, or Doctor Who for that matter.
All right, guys, we're outnumbered in just a moment.
Right. There we go. Doink. Let's go back to this article. And Rey was just such a shit character. I mean, she really was. So let's see what Spencer Bacalai has to say about this. In a declaration that could seemingly only come from somebody who has spent the last decade completely detached from the once beloved sci-fi franchise, director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy has opined that it was that one particular exciting aspect of the upcoming Rey Solo film was how it will finally allow women to guide the Star Wars narrative direction. Again, I would love somebody to just answer these questions, right? I would love somebody to ask these questions. Where are we up to? Obaid Chinoy, whose directorial filmography primarily consists of documentaries highlighting the social plights of women in a home country, Pakistan. Yeah, okay. I tell you what, you stick to Pakistan and lecturing them. Let's see how that goes for you. Offered this insight in the forthcoming Dance with the Force. Into a forthcoming Dance with the Force while speaking to CNN's Christy Lou Stout for the network's 2023 New Year's Eve broadcast. Touted by Stout as the first woman, we just saw this, and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars. Who gives a shit? Like, again, why are you judging people on these incredibly vacuous, empty ideas that are completely irrelevant? I am thrilled. And she sounds like the Charwally from It Ain't Half Hot Mum, right? Charwaller, I should say. I am thrilled because of we just heard this, right? Again, and just look at these 3 harpers of destruction. There is nothing interesting and God, she's also got these thick arms, Daisy Ridley. Like, there is nothing at all interesting about these 3 women whatsoever. Like, nothing. But this is what Star Wars is, right? Oh, how'd that Indiana Jones movie go for you, Kathleen? That go down well for you, did it? Really? How about the Marvels? Was that good? As noted above, the 2-episode Miss Marvel director comments come off absolutely baffling, given the real attention that overall Star Wars franchise has given to film's perspective since 2012 was purchased by the House of Mouse. Following the completion of the sale, Disney promoted film producer Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilm, and she destroyed it. At which time she previously positioned the aforementioned Rey, the overpowered, poorly written protagonist, as the franchise third and unfortunately canon trilogy. Is it canon? I don't know. It could be uncanonized, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. Additionally, her tenure as president has overseen the production of such Star Wars series as The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka, each made heavy-handed, even forceful attempts to boosting the franchise in the respective female leads. Again, how's those little Princess Leia robots, baby Leia robots selling? How the what's the name again? General Hodo action figures selling. What about the fat Asian girl that John Boyega was supposed to fall in love with? One who looked like she just swallowed a wasp. Whatever her name is. Oh, they got handle of social media. Really? Maybe you should have read a script first. For example, her introduction in Mandalorian, Bo-Katan has managed to upstage Din Djarin in every turn of the event. Yeah, no, she's the Mandalorian. Frankly, I like Katie Sackhoff, right? All that stuff I thought was good. Even with the climax to the latter's ongoing feud with Moff Gideon being brought close by a female ally. Yep. Obi-Wan Kenobi, despite her being despite her being far more inexperienced in combat and false manipulative than her fellow Inquisitors. Forgot about the Grand Inquisitor Reva. No, what's her name? Was it Reva? She was so shit. Another shit female character leading another shit shit TV show. Briefly ago, toe-to-toe with Darth Vader himself, even managing to disarm him, the Dark Lord of his lightsaber before her eventual defeat. And there's the fact that the show is centered around a cast primarily of female heroines, which, while not objective negative in itself, is notable due to how it pokes a hole in the Obed Shimmer statement. And it was objectionable in itself in that it wasn't very watchable. Oh, my God. Okay, this just looks worse and worse every time I see it. Further counter the director's narrative that is a reality that not only have numerous women served in various behind-the-scenes roles across the franchise, such as New Hope editor Marcia Lucas, Obi-Wan Kenobi director Deborah Chow. She was good. She does good stuff. Mandalorian director Bryce Allen Howard. Her first episode was shit. Second episode I thought was much stronger. Ahsoka director Jennifer Getzner and Greta Vasan Patel. Didn't like any of them. And Rebels co-creator Carrie Beck. But that's the next entry. The Acolyte will be helmed and written by a team primarily of women. Yeah, I would love to see her actually answer this question. Oh, you are making me feel uncomfortable. Really? Look in the mirror. Maybe you want to decide you want to change your opinion. I do not want to change my opinion. Speaking to Vice News following this announcement in May 23, the director explained her role as the first woman to direct Star Feature. I've always kicked open doors that were previously closed. These doors aren't closed, right? They're closed to you because you have no business doing this job, right? It's not because you're a woman. It's because you're completely wrong for this job because you have absolutely no connection to the source material and no love for it, right? I haven't heard you talk about Star Wars in any way. I heard you talk about how much you hate men, all right? I remember when Disney first got Star Wars, right? And they had all these different people were pitching ideas, and you could see the love of Star Wars coming off everywhere. Who was it? The guy did X-Men First Class and X-Men First Class and what's the other one? Secret Service, right? Vince Vaughn, is it? I think Matthew Vaughn. Is it Matthew? Oh no, whoever that guy is. Like, you could see how excited he was to pitch, right? She's gonna give a shit. Oh my God. I think my feeling is that there is a critical mass of women who have begun to move into places that were previously close to them. And you know what the result was of that? R.I.P. Doctor Who, R.I.P. Star Wars, R.I.P. MCU, right? Tell me one example where this has worked out better. Give me one example, right? One example. More of a wittering on. My name is Shamin Shinobu, and I'm directing the new Star Wars film. Yeah, when I think of Star Wars, I think of that face, right? As of writing, Ray's return to Silver Screen is currently set for 26. They don't even have a script, right? They don't even have a script. It's incredible, right? It's absolutely incredible. Bizarre beyond bizarre beyond bizarre. Don't get it, baby. Don't get it. But look, my name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.